Alright guys, trying to get another quick review in. Of course the last one wasn't that quick, so I'm going to try and squeeze this one in. Of course more items, about the same amount of items to talk about. Anyway, this is G.I. Joe Classified Dr. Mindbender. I was really stoked about getting this. Came in just before Christmas and my wife held it hostage till then. It has the slip cover, which is just basically that side up front. Same back that was on there, you just see the full effect, and here is the man himself. So many accessories. Don't even know what I'm going to do with all of these things, or how to get them out without compromising the box. There we go. There's one of his little ray guns. I know that hooks up somewhere on him, or at least it did back in the day. I should get my tweezers. Hold on. Bam, tweezers. Keep them close. Here's, I guess that shoots some DNA or whatever. Some kind of explosive. Tape on some things, but not on other things. Gotta love it. And we have other hit gun that this plugs into here, and I want to say here, and then they just go behind him, which doesn't make any sense. So I don't think there's anything else for it to hook up onto. Oh. And then again, I could be wrong. I am from time to time. Alright. Oh, and in case you're new to the channel, I do unedited raw reviews, so everything you're seeing actually happened. I guess that hooks up to there, and I guess this goes on the side of his belt, and it can go either way. Hey buddy, what else does he come with? A severed hand, which is really cool. This almost tells me like you can see zombie stuff in the future, G.I. Joe Classified figures. Okay, I'll go ahead and pull the skull out. Some of these things look a little too small for me to want to, oh. Okay. Well, apparently the skull separates. I found that out trying to pull it out. And I guess this little brain thing right here goes inside it, but that's a little too small for me to try and pick out right now. That's really cool. Oh, gargoyle fell. It's gonna have to wait. Then we have this tube, I assume that goes into, and then this. Yeah, you can have that, buddy. This obviously will be what the brain goes into when it's pulled out of the skull, which cannot get to stay. Hold on, I'll give up on this in a second. It still feels like it's gonna come apart. And, oh, he's tearing it apart already. That's why he's not getting this box. Here's his regular sidearm, which is really cool. And now the man himself. A lot of people sleep on Dr. Mindbender. He's actually probably one of my favorite of the Cobras. Gotta keep this away from little fingers, or else he will destroy it like he has this in just a short time. Here you go, buddy. So Dr. Mindbender. So, yep. I too have succumbed to the fading off of the jacket onto the shoulders, but I believe, oh, is it on the arm of it? No, just looks like it's just the shoulders. but it's almost like it's going to be covered anyway anytime you're posing it. And there are a few videos out there that go over how you can remove it and everything else. And this sculpt is really good. I love the mustache. They got a lot of mustache figures that have come out recently, and I've picked up a couple that I'll be doing reviews in, and I'll show you those soon. Liam, get out the fridge, buddy. But right now, let's take a look at Dr. Mindbender. Kick up, kick back down, swivel at the boot, and buddy, it's nap time sounds like. You can do a flying knee. Of course, that part's going to get there first. It's got really, really good articulation. No stress fractures so far. I know I've seen a few reviews where collectors had talked about that issue and everything else. Think he's just being a 3-year-old. Thank you, baby. Man, it's really a great figure. I had him as a kid. Loved how maniacal he was. Got good articulation in the waist. Another perfect addition. You can see them using these for some dreadnought boots at the bottom though. Definitely get reuse of the foot part at least. Let's go ahead and stand him up about right here. And again, if anyone watching this does know how to remove that little cloth stain off, please put it in the comments and help Watts out. We're going to just go straight to a size comparison now. Real quick, something I didn't show in my Crow figures, the Eric Draven coffin. It's really, really cool, but I forgot to put that in the review. But it can be used like pretty much with any figure, so you can actually use it in the Dr. Mindbender diorama if you're getting Serpentor or 2 of him doing whatever, and getting some DNA for Serpentor. I'm going to start the review off with the twins, not the review, but the height comparison off with the twins. Another set of figures that I loved as a kid that I had. I don't remember if I did reviews on these. I got a bunch in and just, skipped out on some reviews. I'm going to set them right there. And I've got, of course, Snake Eyes. I believe this is the original 00 version with a different head. I got one that wasn't as shiny with one of the other action figures. We've got Crimson Viper, or the Cobra Vipers. He's obviously on the other side when I put him in poses, so we'll switch him like this. Not that it's real important. You can get that height comparison with them. And I got some SH Monster Arts. These can be, before he created Serpentor, he could have dabbled in other bioengineering and created him 2 bodyguards, so he would never have to worry about Serpentor or Cobra Commander or anyone else trying to do him harm. And basically when he wanted to work on his experiments, these 2 would just be standing at the door. So, and then another personal bodyguard of his is one of the times he was trying to clone Snake Eyes, and obviously it went horribly, horribly wrong. And so, but basically he's still alive, so he's got even a deadlier version, I guess, of Snake Eyes, if there can be one, because this one obviously has no qualms about doing bodily harm, especially looking at that face. And then another little kit bash I've put together using the Flint body. So far these are all just G.I. Joe figures. Here is a custom Flint I'm working on using a Valverse body. This goes to an old school Marvel Legends Bucky body, Winter Soldier, and it's on the Valverse body, of course. I can't remember who I took the scarf away from. So we'll get those out the way. here it is with one of the bats. Stalker, one of my favorite figures. Love that dude so much. Can't wait for them to do a back in the non-era version. Of course, here's one of the best figures that they've made. I mean, it has a few quality control issues, you know, in the crotch here, pardon me, areas, but it's not that big of a deal as long as you're careful with it and get the shock oil treatment to it. Here's Sergeant Slaughter. You're not taking my DNA. Oh, that's more Hulk Hogan. I'll never do that again. But you know what? I guess I'll just go ahead and call that. I didn't do all the figures I have over here for high comparisons. I left out a few, but I'll put them in the next video. I'm just trying to make them short so I can get a lot of them done and then load it up. Again, I hope you enjoyed another Raw review, and feel free to leave a comment on things you think I should work on. I usually am pretty good at responding. And if you saw any of the custom figures you want to know about, just let me know and I'll make a little quick video on those too. Peace.